screwed the cords up there, but that's okay.
All right.
We got a special guest with us today. Ty Neese is with us. Ty, you say hi to him.
Glad to be here.
Thank you for being here, Ty.
We're in a little different setup. It's probably, what time is it right now? It's 9:08. We are in Englewood, Florida, Minnesota Key, home of Danny Duncan. So, but
Home of Danny Duncan.
did you know that?
I didn't know that. That's cool though.
Last year we went to his shop and all that stuff. But we got a camera set up here. We got Jake set up over here, so we're probably going to be staring over this way for the most part. But it's a little, we're going to try our best to get after it here a little bit.
It's a little different. We're lucky it happened at all.
I know. We tried to shoot it last night. It was a total mess. But we're here, and we're going to get it done. Jake, what's been going on with your life? How you been?
Still in North Carolina, buddy. I'm wore out. I'm ready to be done with this. My counterpart has left, so it's just me holding down the fort. But it's going all right, you know.
Yep. Well, I think we've had probably a little better time than you had this week.
Maybe. You don't have to deal with millwrights all day or iron workers, so.
Well, we dealt with somebody yesterday trying to tell us how to dig a hole properly.
Yep.
We had to get the safety guy over here to tell her what was up.
There's a whole lot of experts today.
Yep.
Shit, Hudson all tore up.
Yeah, Hudson was tore. He was digging that hole, and Hudson started talking back to her and everything, and she just kind of stormed off.
She gave him a big explanation, and he just went, "I don't care." Just kept taking the hole.
Poor Hudson.
But anywho, yeah, we're down here at the beach. We're having a good old time. You can probably hear some music playing down at the White Elephant down there. But it's been real windy and real cold down here. Well, kind of not as cold as it is back home. But anywho, we'll get into what we're talking about a little bit. Ty, you want to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Ty Neese. I'm currently a junior at EKU. I'm in the Occupational Safety and Health program. I currently work at Petrol Tower as a safety specialist. I've been there over a year now. And I've known Jake and Gabe my whole life. Grew up, played football together, and that's about it.
Yeah, you got a pretty neat job over there at Petrol Tower as a safety inspector, or what is it? Specialist. Sorry, I wasn't.
Specialist.
I was kind of listening. Not really. It's late, man. It's late. But safety specialist. I mean, that's a pretty neat job you got over there.
It's pretty cool.
But yeah, you're also big into fitness and stuff too, and always trying to get after it, and when you're lifting and all that stuff. So that's pretty neat.
It's been a rough week for that.
It has been a rough week.
It's set me back a good ways, but it's worth it.
But yeah, all we've been doing this week is eating and having a good old time. But anywho, Jake, you got any topics you want to hit on this week?
Man, I have scripture ready for today, and that's it.
You do? Well, good, because I don't have any.
Yeah, I've got some. I don't know if you want to get into that or.
Well, we can get into that towards the end, but I was going to look up some scripture here in a second. I was about to pull out my phone, then I realized that you're on my phone.
Yeah.
So I can't really do that. But we can just kind of talk about what's been going on here, at least in my life, anyways. And we can ask Ty some questions here in a minute. If you got any questions for Ty?
No, not yet. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna follow off of your questions, and I'm kind of gonna piggyback on you.
All right, that sounds good. Well, we'll get into this. I got my first question for Ty is what's your normal lifting routine? What does it look like, and what does it uphold, and all that fun stuff?
So my current split is what you call it.
Split. There you go.
Split. So I usually start my day off at 5. I go over to Ike's house. I still have my gym membership at the rack, but I'm still paying on it.
Yeah.
I haven't been since December 19th. Me and Isaac have been slowly buying gym equipment for his basement. And we start every morning at 5. And our current split is chest on Mondays, back on Tuesdays, arms on Wednesday, and then follow back up with chest, back, and then on Saturday we hit arms again. Sunday's a big leg day. That's kind of our split as of right now. I think when we get back from this trip, we're kind of focused more on strength instead of more like cardio based.
Yep.
High rep lifts. So we'll see how that goes.
So you're going 7 days a week?
7 days a week. I mean, I feel 7 days is works best for me. I feel like rest days kind of set back. Once I take a rest day,
Yeah.
I kind of want the next day to be a rest day, and it kind of goes from there.
Yeah.
So I feel like 7 days keeps me level-headed.
Yeah. I can agree with that because I'm 613 days strong without a rest day. But no, that's pretty neat though. So how long do you normally go?
It just depends. Usually when we start at 5, what I kind of like to do is, since it's just 2 of us and we kind of have a lot of things going on downstairs, we can get a lift in pretty quick if we want to. Kind of at the minimum, we want 45 minutes. Sometimes it'll blow over to an hour.
Yeah.
What I do is, we start at 5, end at 6, and then I sleep from 6 to 6:50, get in the shower, and then go to work. Be at work at 7:30. That's what I like to try to do. But,
Man.
I
Getting
like
a nap in.
do
I
what?
like that. Getting a nap in. I like that.
Yeah. I like that too. I mean, I might have to come over there and start getting it with you guys. But,
come on with it.
But that'll be after the marathon most likely. But so like through your normal chest day routine, what kind of exercises do you like to do?
So actually, I just made a commute after work 2 weeks ago to Washington County. I started looking on Facebook Marketplace, and I got scrolling around. I seen this chest machine, and I can't remember the exact brand. It's kind of a cheaper one, but it's apparently it's like one of the top 2 home rated gym piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And it switches from incline to flat, and it's actually single action too. But I drove to Washington County, picked it up one afternoon. So now our chest routine is kind of, we start out with like a light bench, kind of, just to get kind of worked in. And then we jump over to that machine. And honestly, we do flat and incline. Right now we're doing high repetitions, so around 20. Usually 3 to 4 sets. And then we go over to the cables, kind of get some like little activation, kind of flies in. And then we do like incline flies with the dumbbells. It's kind of a normal chest day, as of now.
Yeah.
We're working on getting a pec deck, so that'll be sweet once we get that in. But
Nice.
yeah,
I like how you said just 45 minutes in and out, because you see a lot of people, they get into the gym for hours.
Yeah.
They just spend like hours in there. I'm like,
that's usually what I do. So I've seen Kirby in there a couple of times, but as he probably knows, I always lift it by myself. And it's kind of hard to get motivated in there. Usually what I would do in the gym is when I went after work, or if I go before work, if I went to the rack, it was a solid hour and a half to maybe close to 2 hours sometimes, just because I'd hit a lift and I'd sit there and rest and just kind of hang out. And now that I have Isaac, actually, I keep him consistent. He keeps me consistent. And it's kind of bang, 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 kind of just rep it out, get in and out. And it's nice, for sure.
accountability partner.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's easy to get stuck talking at the rack too.
It's very true. Very true.
It's real easy.
But so you got your chest.
Yep.
What you said you hit? What was your other?
We hit back on Tuesdays.
Backs on Tuesdays.
So back consists of it depends on the days. If we're feeling kind of tired, we kind of ease it up to it's kind of more of a slow control single arm action lift. But if we want to go heavy, which is kind of what we like to do, we start out with pull-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Do a quick 5x5, just kind of activation lift, and then we go straight to pull downs. Do some heavy pull downs, use 3 to 4 sets. And then we have like this like arm setup attachment that attaches to like our power rack.
Yeah.
And it's 2 single action arms. And usually what we do is we set the incline bench up and lay flat on our stomachs on it. And it's just quick activation rows, usually 3 to 4 sets of those. Then we go some type of fly, usually just depends on what day it is. And, and then we usually finish it off with pullovers. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
So, I mean, how much research did you do to like getting into these lifts? Or you just kind of?
It's not research. So I've been going since COVID happened our junior year. That's kind of when I started at the gym. I started to get fit.
Yeah.
And we kind of just went over and started messing around and started figuring things out.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of knew some things because of football lifts. It's completely different, really.
Yeah.
But I kind of knew what things were here and there. And of course, on YouTube, that's kind of what my YouTube feed is. It's either golf or lifting videos. So I just kind of got looking around and found out what I liked, and that's kind of what I go with.
I like it. I've got a question here, if you don't mind.
Yep.
So you repeat chest and back throughout the week, right?
Yep.
So do you all have like a different focus on your repeat days? Like will you go into any specific muscle group more on one day, or have a different focus?
Sure. Yeah. Usually at the beginning of the week, so like on Monday, so with chest, it's more upper chest focused. And then on the Thursday, I think it's more lower chest, kind of central. We still hit upper chest every now and then. And on Tuesdays and Tuesdays and Fridays we're back. Tuesdays is more lats, and then Fridays is more central back, kind of more close row grips, kind of lifts. That's kind of what we go with. And then arms, usually on Wednesday is more kind of like open. I don't even know what kind of muscle you call that, but kind of just normal curls. And then triceps, it's more like the I don't know what you call that either. the outside of the tricep.
Yeah.
And then on Saturdays is more so hammer grip as far as arms or biceps, and then overhead kind of stuff for triceps.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like it.
And kind of hit everything on Sunday for legs.
Yeah.
And it's hard to hit legs in the mornings, so we stick it to Sunday and do it like afternoon lifts.
Yeah.
Makes it more enjoyable, for sure.
So legs once a week.
Legs once a week. It's a hard day. It's now that lift's more 2 hours probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you got more
Really?
time
2 hours of legs?
About an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah. Solid.
Boy.
Yeah. And then my afternoon portion of it, once we do that stuff, me and Isaac have gotten a big grind to where we want to hit rear delts. We keep looking at the mirrors and stuff like that at the gym, and we're like, there's nothing right here behind our shoulder. And so in the afternoons I go home and I always hit some type of rear delt, and I always finish it up with cardio. And then we recently for Christmas I got a sauna, one of them little one-man saunas, steam saunas. So I always finish it off with a sauna too. But
Nice.
that's kind of my day.
Yeah. Well, sick. That's a pretty good routine. How long you been doing it that way?
Well, the afternoon stuff kind of started, around Christmas time when we got that. But this new routine started the first of January. That's kind of when that started. This new routine. I like it so far. Diet goes a long way though, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
I feel like.
That seems to be, for me anyways, especially here recently, is the diet portion of it. It's like I can get out and I can go run just because I'm so, I guess, used to it.
Yeah.
It's like this morning I got up and I went and ran 7 miles, and like I didn't feel tired, or like it felt easy to me. But like just going on in the eating part of it's always been the struggle for me, even years ago and even here recently, after I kind of quit losing the weight and I kind of got to that I guess the contentment part of it, of not wanting to go any higher or lower.
Yeah.
It's just finding that good diet, and it's hard to. It's hard to a lot.
Any kind of like lifting or running YouTuber you can watch, they'll always tell you 90% of your journey is diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you see the most progress, for sure.
It's just that mentality. It's like I feel like I've lost the mentality I've had about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But anyhow, but was it 2 weeks until, what is today? Today's the 10th. So I got 16 days until that marathon. You training for anything upcoming? Any big event? Anything?
No,
Anything
far
you got?
from a bodybuilding competition, but no, I'm just training for everyday life, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Shoot, a marathon.
Yeah.
Good Lord, I don't know if I can do that. That would take me a year and a half to train for it.
I'm pumped for it. Let's see, Monday was my birthday. Tuesday when I woke up. Tuesday I was supposed to get up and run 7 miles, and I only did 3 because it was raining outside and it was all this crap. And it was like you have those days every now and then. It's like you just don't want to do anything. I got up and I went and sat on this balcony right here for 30 minutes for the rain to quit. Then once I finally got going, it's like I'm too tired for this. Then that's the first time in a long time that I've quit before. Like I didn't do the full run. I don't know what got into me that day, but it was kind of an odd experience. But like yesterday morning, got up just fine. I guess because I slept in a little bit longer yesterday. I got up and we went after it and got 7 miles in this morning. Got up, got 7 miles in. Tomorrow I'm supposed to do 2, but I think I was gonna go and do more because I'm to make up for it a little bit. But
Well, you always have those bad days. It shows what it actually means to you, though. I mean, you actually still got out and ran 3 miles. I mean, it's impressive. 3 miles to me is a long way.
Yeah, only 2. I'm thinking about a 5K, and I'm huffing and puffing already.
Yeah, oh yeah. Gabe has asked me, I think, every morning to go run, and I'm like, no, it ain't gonna happen. Not doing that.
I went yesterday and ran with Brandon. That was fun because like for him, he said that was the PR mile he's ever ran, like the fastest mile. We ran 1.5 miles. It was the fastest he ever went, the fastest mile he's ever done. And for me, like I just enjoyed it because I was almost like pacing. I was pacing him.
Look at this guy.
We were going. We were going at his pace, but he kept wanting to slow down, and I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let him slow down. I kept pushing him. But for me, it was like I was like actually out looking at stuff and like enjoying it. Because normally when I'm running, I'm usually staring at the ground or zoned out enough that I'm not really looking around. But well, like you said earlier, it's hard to get motivated when you're by yourself lifting. So I love running with people. It's such a better experience to me. Like the only person that I can think of that Corey on the track team, Corey Beagle, he runs with me every now and then, and it's fun running with him because he can keep up. he can keep up, and we can talk for a little bit and do all that stuff. But it's fun getting in and getting with people and holding each other accountable and building each other up while you're actually working, actually doing stuff. But that's fun.
I remember back on campus, I'd go run with you, and you'd keep asking if I was ready to speed up. I'm like, no.
I'm ready to
quit. 9-minute pace is all I got, bro.
Well, Jake, what's been going on in North Carolina this week? Since it's been what? It's probably been a week and a half since I talked to you.
Yeah, we're struggling with some deadlines.
Are you?
Yeah, the guys that design stuff failed to order all the parts, so we're trying to handle that. And I'm working with my boss because my crew's in Kentucky building it and sending it down here, and I'm watching the install. So I have a little advantage with communication there, and that's definitely helped out. I can get answers on when stuff's going to be ready, and it's good to have the monitoring ability on what we're building. That's definitely helped me, but that's really it, man. It's boring because like I'm not even supposed to actively work.
Yeah.
Because you have to have a JSA tie. You may know about JSAs.
Oh,
Or JHAs.
yeah.
And you have to have like an analysis of your work for the day and how safe it is, what safety concerns there are, and how to avoid those concerns. And on my JSA, it doesn't have me actively working. So I can't actively work.
Yeah.
I'm not really supposed to. I'm just supposed to watch, and it kills me.
Yeah.
Because they're doing what I'm normally doing at work. And then I'm telling them to do junk that's messed up. Because we designed this stuff really poorly. But that's all right. That's not on me. That's not on me. That's somebody that's paid more than me. I ain't worried about it.
So is this a new role? Is this a new job to you?
No, it's not a new job, but I'm taking on a new role,
New
if
role?
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm supervising for the first time. He kind of threw me to the wolves with this because this is a pretty solid project. It's a pretty big one. And then the guy that was supposed to be here with me has just left for maybe 3 weeks. He may not come back, is what he told me.
What do you?
I don't know. I don't know. He wouldn't say. He's just going back to Kentucky. That's all I know. I'm jealous of him, but it's all good. You know. But I'm with the same company and everything though. We're just doing something a little different.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, down here we've had a good old time. We went to a ball game the other night, Rays game. That was an experience. Their stadium, it got tore up in the hurricane, so they're playing where the Yankees play their spring training games, and we got down there and looking around. It was a packed house. I'm sure it was 90% filled.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people there.
Didn't they announce it? I feel like they said just over 9,000 was there or something.
There was
like
like
that.
10,000 people there, and it holds like 11 or 12,000.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I was surprised because usually the Rays don't have that good of attendance. Well, that's probably normal attendance anyways, but it was just a small stadium, so it looked full. But anywho, it was fun. Got to see Mike Trout play, one of the better players of all time.
Your dad was telling me he hit 2 home runs
Yeah,
today.
hit 2 home runs today when he played. Yesterday.
He did nothing the other day.
Yeah, he got on base twice and missed a fly ball out in the outfield. But we got these hats, these little helmets filled with chicken tenders. Like there were 6 chicken tenders in each one and a pound of fries. So me and Dad split one, and him and Ike split one. But
Way too much.
it was a lot of food. But
Pound of fries.
pound of fries. It was crazy. But that's been the theme of this trip. It's just food, and more food.
A lot of food.
But
That's vacation.
I
It's
know
all
it.
good.
Yeah.
But it's been windy. It's been windy and it's been kind of cold too. But which it's never been like this down here, as cold as it is. But I'm kind of cold just sitting here. But anywho, another question for Ty here. Well, so you said you're a safety specialist.
Uh-huh.
So take me through a day in your life at work. What's that look like?
Okay. So, like I said, I've been here a little over a year so far. I started out, I was safety specialist, and this wasn't on my title, but I was also over our fleet. So I did all of our DOT work, and I recently just passed it over to another guy, another sucker, because that part really sucked. I hate doing vehicles. It's awful. It's just a bunch of paperwork, and it's just a big hassle. So I'm glad to have it off my back. But once I actually get to do my safety job, so where I work at Petrol Towery, we build gas stations from the ground up. So we're installing tanks, running the lines, doing dispenser works, canopies, stuff like that. So I'm constantly just going jobs at the job site, filling out different forms, job audits, safety audits, make sure they have their JSAs, JHAs submitted each week and per job, and just kind of just observing like Jake's been doing this week. Sounds like.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring, like you said. You're not really supposed to be able to actually work hands on, but
Yeah.
not to say that I don't every now and then because I get bored. But it's really boring just sitting there watching people work. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
But no, it's fun and it's gonna be rewarding, eventually. So I'm enjoying it.
That's cool.
So what kind of certifications do you have with that job? Do you have like a OSHA 30 or
Yeah,
you 510?
I got my OSHA 30 right now. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm working on that one.
It sucks, doesn't it?
It's terrible.
It's awful. It's
CR
terrible.
1478.
Yeah, it's awful. It's terrible.
You said you're gonna have to get what, your OSHA 500?
Yeah, I'll probably eventually get my 500, 501. It's a lot of experience is what that is, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then if you do like, I was talking to a safety guy on my site the other day, and he was talking about how you can do online classes for like $40 and get specific certifications like confined space,
Oh, yeah.
hot work, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He said they only take like 2 hours. I was like, man, I need to get into safety. Screw this. I'm tired of using my back.
Safety's, I mean,
I'm going to be spoiled to this job whenever I go back, man.
It's the way to go, I
Be
think.
awful.
We always use this thing. It's called OSHA. Let's see. It's OSHA 360 training. I think it's what it is.
Mhm.
And it's where I did my 30. It's where I send all my guys to do their 30 and 10 or whatever. We always try to have. We're trying to. Since I've been there, there wasn't a safety guy before I got there. But what I've been doing is every lead on site needs 30. Every upper management guy that's going to be traveling around, so project managers or supervisors, stuff like that, need to have their 30. And then I want everybody to at least have their OSHA 10, construction-wise, of course. But
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're going. And OSHA, 360 training does all our stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do.
Yeah.
We all on the crew have an OSHA 10, and I'm working on my 30 so I can do what I'm doing now. But we're cheating it to make it work for now.
Yeah.
So what kind of, you said you're in school right now, taking all online classes.
Mhm.
So what kind of so you've been doing this for a year.
Mhm.
So you got this when you're still in school. So what kind of classes led up to you getting this? Anything at all?
I'll tell you what. You might not want my opinion on this, but
Give it. Because I'm sure our
I
opinions
think
are the
school
same.
is pointless.
I agree. I agree.
To be honest with you.
Yes.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything I've learned in school that I have. That work didn't teach me beforehand.
Mm.
I think unless you're a doctor or some type of job that requires some type of numbers that you have to memorize or something,
Yeah.
I think it's the only way school is beneficial to you. I think I just think you gotta get out there and do it and figure it out on your own. That's what I did. I think it worked better. I don't know, but I can't sit there and just learn based on what somebody's telling me. I actually have to do it hands-on and experience it.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody.
And it's worked out for you. I mean, clearly.
I dropped out. I'm guilty. I've apologized to my parents like 8 times on this show, and I'll do it again. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But I'm making it work,
Yeah. And I definitely think you can get school done in 2 years. Easy.
Yes.
Easy.
Yes.
I shouldn't have to take an art class. You know what I'm saying? I don't
No, there's too many hoops.
Yeah. Oh well.
I agree with that, but this kind of sounds hypocritical about what I'm about to say. I'm graduating and I'm just applied for grad school and to become a graduate assistant. I don't know. It's just
No, that's something I do like though. School does help people that don't have a clue with what they want to do. It gives them time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So that's a good thing. I mean, a lot of people just go straight from high school into college because they have no clue what they want to do and they've never been, never discussed this. So it gives them time to think on it.
And plus, what makes me so upset about the whole college routine or whatever? For me, I've been very fortunate. I've been very blessed. Is that I've had the scholarships and the FAFSA to not have to worry about taking out any loans, which I've been very blessed about that. And so I've went for these. I mean, I've had to pay a little bit, but I haven't had to take out any loans.
Yeah.
So that's another reason I'm willing to go into this 4th year, because I'm not going to have to take out any loans, and plus if I get the graduate assistant job, they pay for half the classes. Then you also get you get a check for whatever, and that can pay for the other half. So it's almost like you're going for free again, almost. But getting that graduate degree, master's degree paid for in just a year.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I'm going for it. Now, I don't agree with people that say, well, I don't have any clue what I'm wanting to do. Let me go to school and let me take out this $10,000 loan for one semester.
Yep.
Let's stack it. Let's stack it. Let's stack it. Then you're coming out of school with $100,000 in debt with a meaningless degree, and you still don't have a clue what you're doing.
Yeah.
For me, I'm coming out of school with a sports management degree. I'm like, it's just.
Yeah.
But I don't have a bunch of loans,
Right.
which I'm very blessed in. But
Well, see, a lot of places, from my experience, nowadays, just see a degree as meaning as like you have the ability to start something and finish it.
yeah,
So that's a good thing too with a meaningless degree. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I see. But like I talked to a dude I worked with the other day, and he said his daughter went some school, whatever, and graduated with like $100,000 in loan debt.
yeah.
I was like, that is awful. That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
to me. Like,
It's
wow.
crazy to do to an 18-year-old.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I think finishing a degree is a good reflection on your character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, how many times we're all the same age? We all went to school together. How many times while we were in school did we hear that you should get a degree to be different?
Yeah.
To stand out.
Yeah.
And like most of us are working on a degree right now and are gonna have one.
Yeah.
And so is like everybody else that's our age.
Yeah.
At what point is a 4-year degree like the minimum?
Yeah.
And then you have to go to 6-year and 8-year to stand out.
Mm.
It's gonna get out of hand.
I think that culture's kind of changing a little bit, at least as far as Esther County goes, though.
Yeah.
Just because in the high school nowadays, I know the ATC got their our senior year or something,
Yeah.
but it really
Yeah.
wasn't a big thing. Personally, I never stepped foot in the place. But nowadays, Jax comes home all the time, and all his buddies getting like these diesel mechanic certifications and stuff like that. I think that's awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's great.
You ain't got to go to EKU just to make a name for yourself or a life for yourself. I think all these different trades or whatever, I think it's a pretty cool thing.
Mm.
Just because, not everybody's built for college, and I know we graduated with several people that probably had no clue what they was going to do. I know they knew they wasn't going to college or thought they wasn't smart enough for college, so they probably just had to figure it out on their own.
Which that's another thing. No one is not smart enough for college. Because it is.
It's cake.
It's time management and willing to actually write a paper.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Because half the time they don't even grade on what the paper's about, or they just like, oh, you did it? Oh, good job. Here's a thumbs up. Here's 10 points.
That's
or whatever.
honestly, that is
Aren't
the
there
hardest part.
classes? Aren't there classes now that don't even do test scores? They just do like a participation.
Yeah.
I had a history class like that. Submit your work, you get 100%.
I mean, it's
What's the point?
insane.
Yeah.
It's insane to me how just the whole point of getting out student, and it's just a big scam to me. Anyways, we go about this all day, but
I like his topic.
Yeah, I get fired up over it. I get fired up. I'll admit it.
There is certain degrees that if I'm gonna have a doctor, I want him to have
yeah, I want them to know what they're doing.
some type of degree.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but
I don't want to just go to urgent care or go to get the surgeon and have somebody working at the urgent care front desk, just that type of knowledge. But, anyways, well, that was our little rant about that. You got any other topics over there, Jake?
Not really.
Well,
I can
do what?
throw a challenge to Ty.
Throw a challenge out.
Oh, Lord.
Ty, you have 3 core values, sir.
Uh-oh.
We got talking about this. I wasn't supposed to be able to provide this, Kirby.
He asked me the other day. He said,
I need to come with a list of 3. He said, no, you're good. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Sounds like TK killed it from all the podcasts I listened to. I heard y'all's the other day. Did you find a third one?
I did consistency, perseverance, and accountability.
Nice.
There you go.
So,
Nice.
I remembered them this time.
If I come back
Good
for a
job.
second time, I'll have some.
All right.
It's
All
hard
right.
not to steal either.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it really is hard not to feel like you're stealing, but you gotta like. I had to think about it like these are just 3 more that I'm
Yeah.
having.
Yeah. Well, I kind of got a little topic I'd like to ask Ty about. Um, Ty, when was this? Back in February, I actually baptized Ty. That was a really cool experience. I know for me, but that was neat. So, you want to talk about that a little
Sure, we
bit and
can.
what made you want to make that decision?
Yeah, we can. So growing up, my grandparents, both sides, always went to church. My parents just they didn't. They did, growing up stuff like that every Sunday, and but as as us kids was growing up, as me and Jackson growing up, they just kind of didn't. They always said they believed in God, and told us what it was about and stuff like that, but just never went to church. And me and Jax just kind of did that as a normal, just didn't go to church. And every now and then we go with the grandparents and stuff. But once I started dating Marlo, we started going every Sunday, or when we can. And I just started figuring things out here and there, and I found what I think is a true meaning of it all, and I feel like it's a good thing. And I was, been thinking about this for probably a little over a couple years now, probably 2 or 3. Just about getting baptized, and on Sundays, it really just I get nervous.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to walk up in front of a bunch of people and walk up to the preacher and say, "Hey, I want to be baptized." And it was just a hard thing for me to do. And I would talk to Marlo every single day after church on Sunday. Why didn't I go do that? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? And I'm just thankful I had Gabe, that I could contact and say, "Hey, I want to go up here on Saturday and get baptized." And I'm really glad I did. Once it happened, it was just like a new start.
Yeah, I know.
It was awesome.
Congratulations. That's a little late, but congratulations. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's a hard thing to do, because like we could sit here and we've been talking about a bunch of nonsense for 40 minutes, it looks like. It's like we can get here and talk all day, but once it starts hitting the important stuff, we get a little nervous, we get a little scared. And that was my biggest, when they asked me to preach that one day, I'm like, well, I can sit here and talk about this forever, but as soon as I got up there and started talking about important stuff in front of all those people, I sat there and I was just clenching you can go back and watch the video. Both of my elbows are locked, and I'm just sitting here reading note for note off the paper. But it's a terrifying thing, and I don't know why it is, because it shouldn't be. Because at least how it should be, in my opinion, from what I've read in the Bible and just what it is, it's a community of fellow believers that all believe in Christ and all worship Christ. And why is it that it all seems like, we just get there and we just kind of sit and stare, or we go through the motions and all this stuff, and it should be that sense of community. It should be that welcoming sense of community. But we're always sitting there and we're always just scared. We're all tensed up, and I don't know why it's like that. I guess I would say the devil has a little bit to do with that. A lot of temptation goes into it, and you're altered by what other people will think. A lot of the times is what I think is a big thing. It's like, well, what is this person going to think about me if I go and do this or do that? And I don't know. It's just kind of how it is. But I guess the question is, how do you go about changing that? How do you go about changing that mindset of not caring what other people really think about you, and doing what you need to get done, and doing what you want to do, and doing what's right? And that's the question. It's just, you just got to change that mindset. How do you change that mindset?
I could go and talk to every single one of the people one-on-one and wear it out.
Yeah.
And if you get a group together, I freeze up and
Yeah.
I can't function.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It happens with everything though. I mean, even like a football setting. Like if I was just talking to you two one-on-one with a marker in my hand going over plays stuff like that,
Yeah.
fine. If I get a full team, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, coach, can you take over? I'm shut down. I'm done. I don't know. It just the big groups intimidate me for some reason.
Yeah.
It's odd.
Well, I don't got any other really talk. You got anything else you want to talk about, Ty? You got anything you want to mention?
Man, I hate to have the shortest podcast.
Well, Jake's got scripture we're going to talk
I got
about.
a little bit of scripture we can get into.
You got any cool stories you want to tell about your life or about anything? About
I tell
us
you
playing
what.
football or anything?
I don't want to embarrass you. No, I really don't. I guess a funny little story I tell people every now and then that when I get talking about high school football, and actually I ran into somebody the other day. Somehow saw you on Facebook or whatever some type of social media, and I guess you posted about something, or your parents posted about something about your fitness journey, whatever. I was like, you know what? 2 years ago, you wouldn't recognize that dude. He was my high school center. He's lost over 100 pounds or something like that. And that's awesome, though. But no, I really ain't got much. My life is pretty simple, I'd say.
Yeah. Well,
There's a lot of good in being simple.
yeah. We've had
Something me and Raina say all the time is we love our little life.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. I guess I can talk a little bit about. I turned 21 Monday. That was neat.
Yeah. How's it feel?
It feels about the same as it did Sunday.
Like
when
20?
I was 20.
Yeah.
You know. But you know, we've had a good time down here. Just I'm leaving tomorrow night. They're leaving out Sunday or Saturday afternoon. They're flying. We drove. But we went and played golf Monday. That was a good time. Played some overpriced Florida golf. Can't beat it. Paid $100 for a round of golf.
Gosh.
We saw probably a 12-foot gator, though.
It was
Cool.
insane. It was insane.
He shouldn't have growling. It was just terrifying.
Like a big
really.
dinosaur. But
It's crazy.
it was neat though. I hit one par. It was first hole. I parred and I didn't par the rest of the time. It was either bogey, double bogey, triple bogey.
It's pretty neat though. We all three started off with par first hole.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
That was cool.
I don't know anything about golf. I just can't get into it. I feel like it would take way too much time.
It's
Dude,
of like a Saturday.
Dude, it's so boring to watch. And it's kind of boring to play too. Especially when you start sucking, then you just hate your life and want to go home.
But you can't quit because you spent $100.
But you can't quit.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. But what else we did? We went to that ball game Tuesday, or Tuesday, and we just kind of been hanging around the rest of the week.
Okay, Jake, do you know what a Mitsubishi Mirage is?
Uh-oh.
A Mirage. I feel like I know.
You need to Google a Mirage. So we got down there at the rental car service at the airport, and we were supposed to have a vehicle that could fit 8 people in it because we had 8 people flying with us. And we get down there, and they didn't have anything available. That could fit 8 people. I think we was going to have to wait like another hour or two to get an 8-person vehicle. So they said, "All right, who's 21? Who can drive us?" I was like, "I'll do it." Whatever. Thinking they said, "All right, it's gonna be a car." I was like, "All right, it's gonna be cool." Might luck out and get like some type of cool sports car. Okay.
Yeah.
So they give Anissa, which is Marlo's mom, a minivan, and it fits-
Chrysler Pacifica.
Chrysler Pacifica. I think it seats 7. But anyway, they give me a 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage, and it's like, have you seen those little like Citizens Guaranteed Bank cars?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. Gabe looked it up. I think it's at like 78 horsepower or something like that.
78?
It's terrible. It's
Is it a toy car?
Oh yeah, it basically is. It's like wind up. It's from the bottom. But I think I put like 250 miles on it this week though. burning it up, loving every minute of it. It's the funniest thing.
You probably still got 3/4 of a tank too.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
you?
I've drove 250 miles, still got 3/4 tank. I'm fine.
It gets like 45 miles a gallon.
I had to put it on the interstate though. I got on 75, and I'm not kidding you. That entire runway ramp, you have to pedal to the metal. I mean, you have to stick a skinny pedal to the floor just to get up to speed. I mean, it's like, I think we looked it up. It was like 13 seconds to get to 60.
No way.
It's unreal slow. It's
You
dangerous.
turn the AC off to get a little more power.
I mean, it's 100% a safety hazard if I've ever seen one. You're dead. I mean, 100% dead if you crash. Done.
Yeah.
That's been interesting.
Crazy. Oh. I've always thought it was cool how y'all did the big family vacations like that.
Yeah, it's neat. It's like one of the only times a year, I guess, because especially when we got older, everybody's so dang busy all the time. But it's one of the only times a year we actually get to get together. So that's pretty neat. This and Christmas, but no, it's fun. It's a good time. But I can't think of any other topics or stories that I'd want to tell.
Well, we can talk about scripture a little bit.
Yeah, dig into it.
We're going to go to Ecclesiastes 7:14. It popped up the other day, and I've been trying to make sense of it, honestly.
Okay.
You know, I kind of get the first half of this verse, and it's just one verse. And it says, "When times are good, be happy. But when times are bad, consider this. God has made the one as well as the other. Therefore, no one can discover anything about their future."
All right.
And I really like that first half. Just enjoy your good times. And whenever you're having bad times, you've got to think that God made both the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the discovery about your future part, that kind of stumps me.
All right. Reread the second half.
So it says, God has made one as well as the other.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, no one can discover anything about their future.
Oh, that just means okay, okay. That just means that you don't know what the future holds, right? You don't know what the future holds. No one can discover anything about your future. So just enjoy what's happening right now.
Yes, that's one way I looked at it. But I kind of like, I don't know. I feel like there's more.
What's the
There's more to
context?
dig.
What's the other verses say? What's the context in it?
It's a lot of it's about wisdom. So like
Yeah.
chapter 7 starts and it says a good name is better than fine perfume, and the day of death better than the day of birth.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of, it feels like a chapter of sayings.
Yeah. What was it? 7:13? Is that what you said? What's
7:14.
What's 15 say?
15 is, "In the meaningless life of mine I have seen both of these, the righteous perishing in their righteousness, and the wicked living long in their wickedness."
Okay. So that's Paul closing. Is it about over? I think Ecclesiastes is what, 7 chapters long? Is that right?
No,
No. How
no,
many is it?
12.
12? I was completely wrong. But I was completely wrong. But yeah, that's interesting. That's just good to remember. God made the good times and the bad. So whenever you're struggling, remember that you're in it for a reason. When you're in that moment for a reason, and that He's got you. A lot of times you get stuck in the bad moments, and you get the whole attitude, "Woe is me." I feel like people have that attitude all the time, and you just don't want to tell people, it's like, well, just get over it. I mean, because it's not as simple as that a lot of times, and that's kind of a harsh thing to say to somebody, but that's maybe how you feel towards it. But whenever you're in a hard time, and either you're trying to help somebody or you're in a hard time yourself, you got to work to get over it, right? You got to figure out what the problem is, or how you gonna fix it. That's the biggest thing. At least for me, is like, well, if I'm having a hard time struggling with something, well, I've got this problem. Let me see how I can solve it. Let me see how I can. If this is making me sad, let me do something that makes me happy. If this is making me sad, let's understand why this is making me upset. Let's understand why this is making me sad, and let's try to get over it. And that's the kind of the attitude I have towards those things. You got anything on top?
Sure don't.
No input? That's all right.
But
That's all right.
You got anything to add to it, Jake?
Well, it made me think, when times are good, be happy, and when times are bad, consider that God has made one as well as the other. And one thing I've talked about on the podcast before is that, whenever you don't have anything else, just be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about anything and be grateful. And that could be really hard to say to somebody that, like if somebody just lost a family member, that would be kind of a crappy thing to say to somebody. But you really do have to look at it like that, and you think, like, you have to be grateful that you had that person that made such a good impression on you that you miss them,
Yeah.
And yeah, I think about my parents and my siblings. Not Haley, because she's still in Kentucky, but the other two, they're in Colorado, and sometimes that really sucks, and I miss them a lot. But I'm glad that they have a good opportunity, and I'm glad to have such good memories.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best way to look at it. I think you can always find something good, but sometimes it's just harder than other times.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We're going back to being grateful. It's kind of a hard thing to do, right? Sometimes, because you always get so caught up in, well, I deserve this, I deserve this, I deserve this. You often overlook that somebody worked for you to have the opportunities that you have. That me and my buddy Owen, we had this conversation one time, and it was about me. Shoot, what was it? It was, I can't remember what the topic was, but it was just something that was going right for me and wrong for him. That situation, like he was having a real hard time, and I was that was a real good time in my life. I was losing the weight. I was running every day. I felt like I was really succeeding, and he was having kind of a hard time, and we were just kind of talking. I'm like, why is it that I'm going through this hard time, and why is it that you're kind of struggling? I almost feel guilty that I'm, but that I'm having these good things going right in my life, and I haven't had too many bad things happening. And he brought up the point where I kind of came to the conclusion. I can't really remember what happened. It's been a while, but we kind of just came to the conclusion that other people in your lives has worked to get the opportunities that you have right now. It's like, for the instance that you brought up about Gracie and Mason, it's like your parents have worked hard to give them the opportunities that they have in Colorado right now, and they've worked real hard in doing that, and they got great opportunities with the great schools and the stuff out there. It's like, for me, my family has worked hard. Like, I'm still getting to live at home, right, and go do school and just kind of do my own thing and not have to worry about all the important things. Like, I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful for that. People have worked hard for me. It's like we're down here at the beach right now, and like people have worked to give us this opportunity that we get to come out here and we get to spend a week and just enjoy it and not worry about anything. And people, it's important to be grateful for the things you have, because a lot of times, for me anyways, I feel guilty, right? I kind of feel that guilt of I got these nice things, I've got these things that I've kind of worked, or that I haven't really worked for, these opportunities have just been given to me, and you got to really kind of balance it out. It's like somebody has worked for that opportunity, someone has worked for them to buy you that meal. Someone has worked for you to go and do stuff, do good things, do fun things. So be grateful for it, but also have that same attitude towards, number one, yourself, and to future endeavors. It's like, if they're going to work for me, and I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to accept it and say, well, I deserve it, and not work on myself. This was another big eye opener for me when I was wanting to lose all the weight, is that other people's working for me and I'm not working for myself. I see this guy that I am that I don't want to be, and everyone's working for me, trying to give me good opportunities, but I'm not working to fulfill those opportunities or go after those opportunities or do the best I can at those opportunities. So that's when I really decided I started wanting to work on myself and work on my actions and work on bettering myself and improving myself and all those things. And once, I kind of understood, it's like, well, let me be grateful for the opportunities that's given to me, and then let me go keep working hard, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and it's come full circle for you, because you're pouring back. I mean, as long as I've known you, you've been at Rice Station with your folks, and that's been a big community for you. Like, I've gone to all kinds of different church trips with you guys and done all kinds of different parties and lock-ins and stuff like that. And now you had that opportunity to work on yourself, and now you're putting in work and you're helping out other people and pouring back in your church. It's pretty cool. And now you're doing the podcast and you're sharing on here. We don't have anybody that really listens. It's like 30 people maybe, but that's all right.
Hey,
we're having fun with it.
Hey, your mom commented on the last one. I noticed that this morning. She
Did
said
she?
she wanted a T-shirt, so we're gonna have to get on that.
We got to do T-shirts.
Yeah.
I've been so unmotivated while I've been down here. I don't know why. I just got down here and I was like, man, nothing matters. I'm only like halfway here,
But every guest that's on gets a free T-shirt, so we'll have to get one for Noah, Ty, and Andrew, and our parents. We'll give our parents T-shirts too.
Parents get one.
They get one for free. But siblings will have to buy one.
Yes. Mason and Gracie, they better get to work.
But anywho, I don't have any more topics. You got anything else? We hit the hour mark.
No, I don't have anything.
All right, Ty, you got anything?
I don't.
Well, Ty's been a good friend to us, been a good brother to us. We grew up together playing football since, the first grade? Either playing with him or against him on a flag team. And playing, for me, I played baseball with him all my life. And he's been a good friend, good guy, good influence to people around us. And we love him. So we appreciate you, Ty, for being here with us tonight.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Do you have any closing remarks? Anything you want to say?
I don't think I do. I appreciate y'all.
All right.
Yep. All right. Well, this was fun. We'll get a little outro song going here. I won't play it too loud because it is 10:06. I might wake up the old people next door.
I get kicked out last night.
There's a lot of old people.
Oh yeah.
You go running in town or like running down the street, and it's just like a nursing home just got let out. I mean, it's just.
We was
old
walking
people.
this morning. I bet I got 35 good mornings just from Circle K down the road back. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good.
Hey.
Yeah, I was going this morning, and there was this guy that his skin was like, that episode of SpongeBob when they're going to that tan club. You know what I'm talking about? And they're like checking you, they're checking you with the card, and it's SpongeBob. He was like had the spray tan on or whatever, but he was like he was the most tan guy in that episode, and he was riding one of them bikes that you like sit in. And there's two wheels in the back, one wheel in the front, and you're pedaling along. And he had like a little flag on the back, like a little tricycle that a little kid would ride in, but it was grown-up size, and it was pretty sick. Well, he pulled up when I just got done running. He said, "How many miles you do?" I said, 7. He said, "Well, that's cool. See, I got a marathon coming up trying to train for." He said, "Well, good luck with it." And he just rode off. I'm like, I want to be that guy when I'm old. I want to just be that tan, not having
Riding
to care in
around
the
the
world.
beach.
living in Florida. But anywho, that was a neat experience this morning. But we got anything else?
I think that's it, buddy.
All right. Be good to your brother. All righty. We love you. Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you.
Thank you, guys.
Be good to your brother. Peace out.
Thank you. We're out.